What's up, YouTube? It's Dip45 back here for another video. Anyway, today we are going to be doing Tough Guy Sinnamon. So anyway, without further ado, alright, so, diving right in, like I said before, I really like this can. They did a very, very, very good job with this, really nice black, just a plain black can with, that whole, color scheme to make it really pop, on a black canvas. Kind of hiding that warning label. Obviously, the metal top, which everybody seems to really love. I love this can. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I looked, I couldn't find a date on the can. They're obviously fresh because they're brand new, but I couldn't find a date. I don't know if that's to come, that they'll start printing on there, yeah, that would be the only, I guess, drawback to their can at this point. Yeah. Otherwise, bomb ass can. I love the can. Anyway, let's pack and pack us a lip and dive right in. So, if you got some, pack some with me. Pack a lip regardless of what you got. But if you got some Tough Guy, pack some Tough Guy, and let's dive right in. Oh, before we get into this, another brand new mud jug that I just got, the chrome mud jug. I really like this mud jug, and from what I've heard, there's not many left. From what I've heard, they are apparently they lost their ability to make the chrome, so they're not going to be able to make it anymore. So what they got is what they got. So if you want the chrome, go get the chrome. Your chance to get it is running thin, from what I understand. So make sure to go get it if you want it. So anyway, that's my little mud jug spin. So anyway, there's that. Back to the dip. I really love the orange. That was the first one I got, or the first one I tried. It was great. I'm gonna get a lot of that. I really liked it. These are fat cuts. That's the only cut they're offering, which is fine with me. I love the fat cut. I wish more companies had the fat cut. I'm a long cut guy, and the fat cut is kind of a longer cut, but it's also wider too, which is great. It's not as hard on your gums. So that's cool. yeah. So anyway, the cut's good. That's kind of what the cut looks like. Um, Here's a better glimpse on the cut. I mean, you can see it's real. It's, somewhat like a long cut, but it's also, wider or fatter. Um, and they have that nice stamp in the back of the can too. It's kind of hard to tell on the video, but if you get a can, you know what I'm talking about. I love the can. Can't say anything bad about it. It's a great can. They're nice and moist too. I think I forgot to mention that in the other video. So anyway, packability is great, and pinchability is great as well. I'm gonna smell it quick too. Not sure. I mean, obviously you got that cinnamony flavor or smell to it, but it also has a hint of something else, but I can't put my finger on it. I mean, you get that cinnamony flavor or smell, but it also smells like something else, but I can't think of what it is. It almost has kind of a sweet type smell of something, but I can't think of what it is. Okay, so the oh wow. This has a burn. If you don't like burns, you're not gonna like this. And if you thought Copenhagen wintergreen had a burn because it's known for its burn, this burns, in my opinion, even more. I've said in a recent video that I didn't really like wintergreen, and that's true. But I recently kind of got a craving for wintergreen, and so I bought some cans, and I've kind of been dipping wintergreen, a little bit, kind of switching it out a little bit with my natty, and so I've been kind of doing a little bit of wintergreen. I haven't had wintergreen in years, and lately I've done a couple of cans. But this burns more than wintergreen. For sure. Especially initially. I've had it in my mouth for about 30 seconds. The burns kind of died down a little bit, but when I first put it in my mouth, it burned a lot. Definitely has a cinnamon flavor to it. If you know what Big Red gum burns like in your mouth, very similar to that. Very, very similar. So it's got that cinnamon kind of burn to it. Which obviously it's cinnamon flavored. If you like cinnamon, dip for you. I covered packability, pinchability, the can, moistness was great. A rating, I would probably give this maybe a 7. Personal rating, as far as dipping it again, I'll dip what I've got, but I probably wouldn't buy it again personally. I'm just not a big cinnamon guy, but uh, but so my personal rating would be lower. Um, but as far as quality goes, I would give it a 7. I mean, it's a good quality dip. The cut's great. The flavor's good. Yeah, I try to. I don't know about all the other dippers and how they do that, but I try to give. I try to take my personal opinion out of it and try to give it a more give the dips a more generalized rating. Just because everybody's personal opinion is different. It's just something I've kind of learned and try to do more of, I guess. But this is definitely, if you like cinnamon, you would give this maybe a 10 out of 10. But for the more generalized viewers, I guess, maybe a 7. It's a good quality dip. My personal opinion would probably be more in the 4 or 5. But on average, it'd probably be 7. Yeah. Yeah. One thing I have noticed with all the fat cuts, you don't really get stringers with fat cuts. Or when I talk about stringers, I'm talking about the hard pieces or whatnot. But it does. How do I say this? Fat cuts kind of break apart a little bit more than the other dips do. Fat cuts in general, not just tough guy. But so this is, because it is a fat cut, it is going to not fall apart, but pieces are going to come out more than your regular dip would a little bit. And the cinnamon is doing it a little bit more than the orange did. And maybe I'm pushing it out a little bit more just because I don't like it as much. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I think I covered everything. Let me know what you guys think of all of them, if you've tried them. If you want to get them, make sure to go order some. They are going to take a little bit longer because they're backed up at the moment, but they're doing their best. I got a personal letter from the owner of the company, and they're putting in long days to get the orders out. So be patient. Coupon code at the moment, or promo code, whatever you want to call it, that I use, that you can use right now, is Mudjug10. And I think there's some other ones out there. Outlaw might have one too. But I use Mudjug's coupon code Mudjug10. And I believe it was for 10% off. But go use that coupon code. Great dip. They're really cheap right now. So get them while they're really cheap. I got the combo pack, which is all 6 flavors. It's a great way to try all of them, figure out which one you like, buy more of that. I personally, right now, my favorite is the orange. And obviously I'm going to try them all. But I bought 2 combo packs to help support the company and to try them all. So go try them. And yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Dip strong. Keep packing. And catch you on the dip side. Holler, y'all. Dip 45 out.